Hi guys, welcome back. This is the 31st video of the JavaScript video series, and today we're taking a deep dive into Booleans. So let's get started. JS Fiddle window is open here, and JavaScript tab. We'll have to write some code here. So let me start by showing you something. So I'll say document.write, and I'll say Boolean, and I'll say 10 greater than 9. Whenever I say Boolean, it basically gives me a true or false value, which is basically the definition of Boolean, right? So if I say 10 greater than 9, I'm going to get true, right? But what if I said 0? So 0 is always false. And what about minus 0? Minus 0 is always false as well. And what if I said 100, or basically any other value except 0? I'm going to get a true here. So what this means is that Boolean can be really helpful if you want to check if the value is true or false, right? And then depending on that, you can execute your next steps. So like, let's say if you're running a for loop, then you can check, right? And or if you're running an if statement and multiple if statements or switch statements are there, you can always check if a value is true or false before executing some code, right? And let me also show you what the value, if I put in an empty string between two inverted commas, I get false again, right? So what if I declare x, but I don't define any value to it, and then I want to find out if x is true or false, and I run the code, it says false, because any undefined value is always false. What if I say null? Again I get false. What if I say x is equal to false? Then again I get false, right? So all these in all these conditions, x will be false. What if I say x is nan? So as you know that if you divide 10 by or any number by any string, you will get not a number, nan, right? If you've seen one of the previous videos. So again you get false. So not a number is also false. Now you can define a Boolean like this, true or false, or you can also define it like this, is equal to new Boolean false. Basically this is more of a what do you call it, object type of a declaration for a Boolean. And here I can compare their values. Let's say x is equal to y. Let's see what happens. So I get true. Basically x is equal to false is also the same as y is equal to new Boolean false. So both of the values are true. But if I say x triple equal to y, now what do you think should happen? So now it says false, because you must have seen in one of the previous videos that triple is equal to is also checks the value as well as the type. So where x and y have the same value, which is false, but the type is different because y is an object, right? So this is why x triple equal to y is false in this case. And what if we had two different objects here? This also is false. But if we try to compare both of these together, again it would say false. Now you would argue that these two are both are objects, both have the same value, both have the same type. Why is it false right now? That's because this is a feature of JavaScript. You can call it a feature or a bug of JavaScript where you can't compare two different objects. I have covered this in one of the previous videos as well. So because you can't compare two objects, this is why this will always be false, even though there are two Boolean objects, right, with the same value. So I hope this is clear. So so Booleans is this is all there was to Booleans in JavaScript. If you've seen this video, you know everything related to Booleans. So I hope this was helpful. If you liked this video, do subscribe, and thanks a lot for watching.